PHPRunner, like a bridge, silent architect, building up the future where the code once wrecked. A painter with no brush, yet it paints with ease. A symphony of data, flowing like the breeze. The canvas is bare, but it calls your name. Come and create, you're not the same. No need to fight, no tangled threads. Just weave the web where logic treads. A click of choice, now take your stand. Dynamic pages at your command. Databases dance and forms take flight. PHPRunner guides you to the light. From grids to charts, from lists to views, turns the complex into simple cues. No more struggle with code, so rare, invisible now, but everywhere. For the dreamer, the artist, the coder too, PHPRunner whispers, your vision's true. No more wrestling with the syntax maze, just create and let the platform blaze. Or click a choice, now take your stand. Dynamic pages at your command. Databases dance and forms take flight. PHPRunner guides you to the light. For the novice or expert to see, a world of apps is now set free. A tool of magic, simplicity crowned, where beauty and data are found. Or the novice or expert you'll see, a world of apps is now set free. A tool of magic, simplicity crowned, where beauty and data are found. Click a choice, now take your stand. Dynamic pages at your command. Databases dance and forms take flight. PHPRunner guides you to the light. Yeah, PHPRunner guides you to the light. In a world where your dreams take flight. Yeah. In a world where your dreams take flight.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this world. Welcome to live stream 14 here on PHPRunner Tips and Tricks. I want to remind you that you can become a member for as little as $1 per month, which will support me and keep the channel going. With that being said, thank you to Miu Pai I Uma Pankau, who joined the membership like 3 days ago. Now I know for a fact I mispronounced your name. I completely butchered your name. So if you want to cry, just cry. If you want to laugh, just laugh. There's no way for me to know how to pronounce that correctly. But anyway, your membership is welcome. You are welcome. I don't really care. Thank you very much for your membership. Okay, today I'm going to show you what I'm working on lately. It's an AI model trained by me to help us with custom code in PHPRunner. I'm going to start the presentation and I will review the chat afterwards. If you have questions in between, please leave them in the chat and I will address those once I've finished the entire presentation. Okay, so let's start. Okay, this is the back end of the AI model I'm currently working on. It's called PHPRunner Coding Partner. I unfortunately didn't record, or I already uploaded this dialog API.js file, the PDF document that I created, and I asked it to read the file name, dialog API, and learn the syntax needed to create a dialog from custom buttons client before event. It already knows about all the events. I trained it on the events. It knows what events are at the moment, and so I every time I call an event out, and so it says here the client before event is custom button allow JavaScript only, and the code in the files is also JavaScript. So sorry, I'm now moving around here. We're working with this, so it read the file and it actually told me that it's now ready. So I will do a full demo soon. Now that it knows apparently how the dialog API works, let's give it a go and test if it really does. So I'm gonna just prompt it here. The idea of the prompt here is not for you. Don't worry about the prompt. I'm gonna create a website with PHPRunner that you will have to fill in a form with just tick boxes and maybe field names and table names or whatever, and I will generate this prompt. But now I have read stuff here. I must just fix the grammar in the English here quickly. So it's the label. It's very particular. These prompts are very important. So you don't have to worry about this. This is still background stuff. You won't even see the prompt that's going out to the AI. Let's ask it to create the dialog API. Let's see. Oh, that was quick. And can you believe that? Return control dialog. That is email test. Fill in the data below. Created by okay. And then there's the fields, name, email, text, and return. Required true for all three of them, and the fields are in square brackets like it should be. I don't see any comma errors. It exactly did what I want. The only thing is it placed the button code here on the top, but what does that matter? It will work over here as well, I'm pretty sure. So it now knows how the dialog API specifically for PHPRunner actually works. I'm just thinking I must probably show you how I train it. I have some training information still that I haven't trained the model yet on, and that's the database API. So PHPRunner coding partner seems like thus far it appears to be a huge success. So let me add more files here. I'm going to upload files. Now in this particular case I'm going to need two files because the database API is quite complicated. So I need to upload a PDF file, and also together with that a text file. It's just the best way to train the database API completely for this model. Now I'm just going to give it the instructions. Read the two files attached. And learn how the database. So I was also thinking if some code that maybe after I created the application, the database API, and you generate code that doesn't work, you can submit that code back to me, and I will look at the prompt it created and fix that. You never need to generate or try to learn, you teach this, it will not work. You must have access to where I am right now. Anyway, and I asked it also to let me know if the information in the files, because you must be very specific. Now I must get the right English grammar here. Yeah. Let me just put down my word in sufficient. Okay. Okay, it's also not happy with was, maybe. Okay. And hold on. I may need to specify that database API is actually a thing. So let's just make that a capital D and put the database API in quotes. There we go. There we go. I have a green dot over here, which means the AI should understand the instruction. So let's see how it goes. Yeah, right. There's no human that can read those two files in less than a second. Absolutely not possible. Took me a couple of hours to create them, and this thing read it in 2 seconds. Anyway, let's see what it spits out here. Prepare SQL. Oh, it's bad characters and SQL injection. So it knows about prepare SQL, execute query, insert, last ID, update, delete, select, DB lookup, last error. So it basically learned everything and set connection, even set connection. So alright, so let's see if I can prompt it and see if what it spits out if I ask it now to generate code. Oh, this is interesting. I also understand that database API functions do not stop execution on SQL errors, and last error should be used for error handling. I'm ready to help you with tasks involving these PHP database API functions. Okay, so the thing says it's ready, it learned. So do you think who can learn that fast? Let's see how clever this thing is. My toy at the moment. Okay, let's try and prompt it using the database API. I'll put that in quotes again. Get the field. I'll put field in quotes as well. You guys don't have to worry about these prompts. The prompts will be auto-generated from a website that I will create, and I will send the prompt here. Let's say cars make, right? From table. Let me think of a random table. I don't want to use a table that's already in the manual or something. I'm just going to call it CDW underscore cars. Okay. Where field, okay, ID, also in quotes, equals 23. So like I said, you don't have to worry about this, because I will auto generate the prompt from the website and send it via an API towards this application, and I will get the return and push it out onto your screen. So you won't never see this really. This is the back end. Okay, let's just see. Maybe I should add generate code, because nowhere I said to tell it to generate code. So let's say generate the code using the database API. Okay, and then the cars make field has a space. Let's just put an underscore there. I think it's okay now. Let's prompt. Let's see what it does. And here's the code. Oh my goodness. Look how it prepared a SQL with a parameter value of 1 and 23. Okay. Cars make db lookup SQL. There we go. I don't know what this is. I don't care right now. I will try and work out what that is, but that's not part of the code. I think it's just something about where it, how it's thought process or something. And then you can use cars make variable. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. If it's not null, oh, that's after the query cars make. You'll see how it auto generates its own variables. I like that a lot, actually. And then if there's an error, it's going to try and see if there's an error. Well, I think this is good enough. It really gave me confidence that it actually is going to prepare my SQL query, and it gave me some examples which I will probably improve as time goes on. But remember, it doesn't know where I'm going to use this. I didn't tell it anything in which event or nothing. This is good. This is very good. What do you guys think? Shall I continue to develop this thing? But before I make it available to the world out there, I will have to check the legal statements in the PHPRunner terms, terms and conditions with Sergi. I will check with Sergi if a model like this is going to interfere in any way with his business, and I don't want to do that. So if I get go ahead, I will definitely continue. If you guys want something like this, then you can see I run on Pro here. It's already cost money on Gemini, so I need more sponsors, please. $1 a month is all I ask. I will ask less if I could. YouTube doesn't allow me to put less than $1 membership. If you support me, I will have the funding to actually continue and develop this AI and make it available. I'm just thinking it will help everybody. Generating code, that's what we're all here to do. And the more users use the thing, the more we actually can, the more it will learn. So let me know in the comments. I'm not going to use your time up any longer. Thank you very much for your attention and participation. Thank you. Let me quickly go to the chat. Okay, let me just quickly try and open up my chat. Let me see. Oh, Visal, admin, you here again. Welcome. Very good. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Tell me, would you like to, can we use something like this? I think I must put up a poll maybe, where people can vote and say whether they would like to have something like this available to them, where it's actually an AI model that's trained for, PHPRunner only. and not really care about any version, it will just know what to do. So maybe I should put up a poll. Thank you very much. Any other? You have any questions? Let me know. Any questions? The documents I use to train is created by myself. And excuse me, that's my phone in the background there. The documents I use is created by myself, and it's also kind of like a lot of work. And I finally figured out the structure of how it works, and that's something I would like to keep secret to myself, because that else, if I give that secret away, anybody can just go and create their own AI, and you're more than welcome to do so. Nobody's going to stop you. I mean, this is a free world. Go and do if you're willing to do the work, and go and do the investigations. Go and investigate how the AI actually work, and it's already costing money. So we will see how many of you guys are actually interested in something like this. But I think that's more or less it. I already am sitting over 20 minutes already busy with you guys, so let me try and say goodbye. If you don't have any other questions, may you have a very good rest of your day and be blessed. Thank you. Till next time. Bye bye.